About the fact that most of us don't scrub between patients.
Well,
because
they've got reports. I haven't seen research, but in our health monitor, I can't remember what it's called, it says quite simply that hands should be scrubbed between patients even when wearing gloves, but this habit is frequently not observed. And that's what it says. And I'm saying that if you scrub your hands well, you probably will do your parents a greater service if you don't wear gloves, because minimal transmission of viruses and bacteria is beneficial for the immune system.
and the reason we don't scrub between patients is because it's hard to get the gloves on when
Yes,
your hands are moist.
yes,
So I just change my gloves, and I
yes.
see 100 patients a
Well,
day.
that's what most people do. They don't all admit it, but that's what they found that out and just said it. Therefore, what I'm suggesting is much more sterile.
But still, you don't want sterile because you want a little bacteria transmission.
Yes, but if you scrub your hands, you'll get rid of most of them, but you'll still leave a few. And that's the important part. The immune system can only work if it has a regular diet of antigens. Otherwise, it will fold up. And remember, it needs to be kept healthy, because what else does the immune system do? Gets rid of any other nasty cells, like what?
Like colds and...
I said cells.
Oh.
What other cells do you have floating around your body that you want to get rid of?
Toxins. No?
Cancer.
Oh.
You and I have got lots of cancer cells in our body at this very moment. Cell replication is an unreliable process. One in, I don't know what is, 10,000, 1 million, 200 million, I don't know, goes wrong. And that's a cancer cell. And if you don't get rid of it smartish, it will replicate and you'll have two cancer cells. So you need your immune system to be right on the ball. How's the best way to keep it on the ball? A regular small dose of antigens. It just worries me that so many people don't think about what's going on in the world. They just hear somebody say it, and that's it. I mean, you said this girl got AIDS from her dentist, but when you actually know what happened, it's almost impossible for it to have happened. And yet it's
turned the world around.
Well, I mean, it's why everybody all around the world wear the gloves when they're largely contraindicated.
What about the autoimmune epidemic, like ALS and MS?
Yes, now that's very interesting. Do you know that the autoimmune epidemic, which is tied in with allergies and asthma and things like that, they're all part of the same process. Do you know that they are much more common in some environments than others?
No.
People who live in unsterile conditions have far fewer allergies and problems.
Oh yeah, like farms. And,
yes, on farms.
Yeah.
Well, why might that be?
Because their immune system is
something isn't working with the immune system. Or maybe because you don't give them anything to upset them, they go totally over the top when you give them something. Nobody knows the answer, at least. I'm not a research addict, but I do read the science, and people haven't come up with answers there, but I've met, or not, I was corresponding with a top-level scientist who was interested in this particular field. You didn't see my article, which I have published. It was published in the British Dental Journal.
The one about the gloves?
Yes.
Yes, you said
You
it
didn't read it right through because you didn't remember some of the stuff in it.
I do, but I have terrible memory.
Well, it doesn't matter. You, like most people, you skip through the scientific articles. We all do. And anyway, she has done a lot of research on this, And it was she who told me quite clearly that people who don't look after their immune system when they're young will die early of cancer, full stop.